did bad, homie. If you're not part of the solution, you part of the problem. You did bad, homie. You did bad, homie. If you're not part of the solution, you part of the problem. You did bad, homie. You did bad, homie. If you're not part of the solution, you part of the problem. You did bad.
You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. You know the motto, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with.
You already know who it is. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy, Mr. Unapologetically Ignorant. And you know the motto. If you ain't part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This ain't the fat mother effer to mess with. Yeah, we ain't gonna always see eye to eye, but as long as we come together, hit that like button, subscribe, and share, we gonna be all right. Guess what, man? Today, I'm back with another dose of what you niggas on, man. Yeah, I don't like this shit, okay? And before I spoil it, I'm gonna let you know, right? I have no problem holding our people accountable as much as I hold anybody else out. I deal with equality. I don't care what race you are. If you do some dumb shit, you're going up on a you did bad ball, homie. And this is what I want y'all to check out this video real quick. I'm not gonna play it all, but I'm gonna play the most important parts so they don't ban me up. And we're gonna discuss it. You're gonna see why I'm disgusted and I'm angry. Yeah. Let's get back to it. Now, I know most of you ignorant fools would probably look at that video and be like, yo, he deserved that. I think we're at a point in life with society that I don't think that anybody really needs to be deciding who deserves what and who doesn't deserve anything. My whole life being big, black, and angry, I've tried every opportunity that presented itself to me to prove otherwise. Tell you guys a quick story. I was 16 years old. I was home from a home visit from Lake Grove School in New York. It was a bad rainstorm. Me and my sisters were looking out the window, and this older white lady, she had to be in her 70s, she had a head full of white hair, skinny, wrinkly. She's going through the puddle and gets stuck, right? The first thing that came to my mind is, and this is years ago. You gotta remember, I was 16, that's 24 years ago. The first thing that came to mind was, let me go show this lady that I'm not big, black, and angry. There's more to it. So I got out there in that water that was probably about to my knee, maybe my thigh, in the middle of the street where everybody's just passing by. It's pouring rain. A power line can snap and end my life, right? But the only thing on my mind was proving to this lady that all black people ain't the same. And because I'm big, black, and look angry, that she don't have to fear me. So I got out there and I pushed that fucking lady's car out of the thing. I brought her into the house, gave her a towel, let her call her husband. He came by, picked it up, right? I tell you to tell that. That's the first time I did that. Any chance I get, any place I walk, I always try to carry myself to prove people wrong. That the stereotype and stigmas for our people are not for all of us. And it's been an uphill battle because you motherfuckers don't get it and don't help me with that picture. Now, let's take for the first example, the people in the background screaming, yeah, whip his ass, he started. My aunties and grandmas wouldn't allow that. These ratchet grandmas and grannies right now that's still in the club, they promote that. They want, be a woman, be a lady. You don't let that happen. You don't let that boy do that. You see what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell you something about the law. It's a tricky law. And I live in a state where self-defense is legal and stand your ground is legal. But you have to understand the law before you sit out here and you send people into a dark tunnel with no light. What that man did was assault because that kid stepped back and he took out his camera. It doesn't matter what he did before that. He removed himself from the situation. He was no longer a danger. The moment that other dude stepped forward and attacked him, he became the aggressor. He's going to jail. Now, me as a person, if I seen that dude and he was following, I'm getting in my car and I'm going. You see what I'm saying? I'm not pushing him, I'm not throwing his phone. And I'm damn sure not doing what everybody else wants me to do and be a nigga. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and be assaulting somebody while everybody cheers me on. No, because I'm not going to allow someone to outsmart me. And you had an opportunity because in all reality, that man was no threat. Yeah, he broke your window after you threw the phone and pushed him. And then someone else wanted to be a hero and they're going to beat him up and throw him on the floor. And then the other dude that started the issue, he's coming back into the frame, still there antagonizing the situation. And you talk about leave black people alone? Nigga, I don't know who raised you. Who raised any of you? You see what I'm saying? We're already 100 years behind in respect. And the moment you guys get an opportunity to show that we're not like that, that situation could have been easily avoided on all ends. Let's be real. That man was not a threat. There was something actually wrong with him. And you knowing that you're superior over him, the guy was cut. He played sports, whatever the case may be. That man looked like he was active. That all the dude was no threat. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I kill me, and then you want some type of people not to be afraid of you. But the moment that you don't have to respond with violence, you respond with all the anger and the negrosity and the niggery that you can project to these people and tell them and prove to them exactly what they paint us in the mirror, in the image. That's all that. But seriously, we fall for the trap all the time. It's like when they leave those cars in the parking lots with all the windows down, the keys in the pocketbook in there, and you stupid motherfuckers jump in there. Yeah. That's what that is. You could have easily avoided that. And then now you want to sit here and because the moment that you are right, you want to make a parade and dance about it and think that's a free pass for you to do whatever you want to do. No, motherfucker. That's not how this world works. And that's why we're so far behind. That's why we don't get taken seriously. And I know a lot of people you're going to be in the comments talking about, well, you're not all the way black. You're halfway. You don't know what it is. Nigga, I'm still a nigga, homie. My DOT card says black. Everything, my license says black, homie. I'm a nigga, homie. Yeah. I'm just fair-skinned. My people were inside the house making iced tea. I don't know. Maybe they wasn't in the field. Smooching with the owner. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. But hey, it is what it is, right? So don't tell me that. In real reality, homie, you people are lost. And they mean that. Why would you take that opportunity to sit there and prove to them every fucking stereotype there is about us? And then demand respect. All you had to do was get in your car and get away from that. You turn that into another melee. He's delirious from the first ass whooping, and something's wrong. Whatever, that man was dehydrated. Whatever, he was drugged and just escaped someone trying to traffic him. There's so many things you don't know. He didn't have no weapon. He wasn't swinging his hands. I don't know what he was doing, but it didn't look like he was a threat. And I'm someone who takes everything as a threat. You see what I'm saying? I would have got my ass out of there. I'd have felt like someone's trying to set me up. Why is this white guy bothering me? Well, again, we don't know what happened before that. But the moment you get that opportunity, you think it's a free pass to put your hands on people and respond with violence and fucking prove the animalistic things they say about us? Yeah, y'all think that was smart? Them ladies in the back talking about, beat his ass, he deserved that. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because you had seen so many young black people put in that same trap, and they don't give a fuck. They're going to find a way to manipulate the law, just like I explained it to you, to say, he was the aggressor, and he really was. And y'all going to sit there and argue, talking about, well, no, he started. No. We all have a chance and a choice. Like I tell my son, you don't have to always be the one to prove something to someone. Walk away. Walk away, man. The bigger man does really walk away. Because in a split second, the decision that you make could change your life forever. What happens if that man hit him and he did have a strap on him and he pulled it out and just blammed him? What happens if that man would have hit him and he fell and the white dude died? There's so many things you can't control after you respond with emotions. This is coming from someone who spent his life in the system for responding with emotions. You see what I'm saying? So again, I'm not telling you this, I'm not preaching to you this, I'm telling you, don't listen to shit like this. I don't know who these people are, but they got the wrong message. And this is not the message that we want to portray to anybody, any of our youth. It is not okay to use violence. You see what I'm saying? It's not okay. If you're right, be right. And then shove it in their face that, hey, I didn't respond like they wanted me to. I walked away from that. I learned that feels better than doing what they want us to do and follow the script. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. It's your boy, Ron Burgundy. Again, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Again, another thing, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. See, I'm here to drop jewels. That's it. I'm not here to preach you, make you do anything different. The people who follow me, thank you. You see the vision, you see the understanding. I'm not wrong. But again, I have been wrong. Everybody's been wrong. We're valuable. We're humans. But when you go through something so many different times and you get an understanding of it, you learn how to react. I'm going to leave you this one thing before I go, and you hear me say a lot in my videos. Booker T. Washington once said, it's not the circumstances surrounding a man's life that is important. What is important is how that man responds, because his response will be the ultimate determining factor between failure and success. You see, they can do what they do to us, but it's how we respond that's going to define who we are. Are we these animals that we say we are, that we have to follow, we have to respond with violence all the time to win a situation, to get our point across? I know I'm not. You make a choice. Y'all tell me what's up. Y'all agree with me? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Who are these people? Leave black people alone? Listen, right? Go tell black people to leave black people alone. Before you can we're not worried about what they're doing. We need to more focus on what we're doing. That's the problem. We need to hold each other accountable for the things that we are doing and we aren't doing. And when that happens, we'll be a better race. I'm out.
I done ran the streets, been in jail.